Candace Lierd, the founder of an anti-human trafficking nonprofit called Exitus, will serve at least 3 years in prison after pleading no contest to felony charges, including fraud.
They say Lierd used the organization to trick people out of millions of dollars. ABC4's Kate Gardner was in court today for the sentencing and spoke with some of the victims there. And tonight, he shows us how they're reacting.
More than a dozen victims filed into the courtroom. They were filled with worry, but 4 hours later, they were filled with relief.
Having her put in those cuffs and walked out of the courtroom today, it was everything that I could do not to just break out in clapping and whistling, and so it's a good day.
The Utah Attorney General's office originally charged Lierd with 34 felonies back in September 2023 for fraud and embezzlement. Her sentence is based on 9 charges to which she recently pleaded no contest. Today, she gave a statement for the first time, speaking for more than half an hour.
Throughout these circumstances, people whom I thought would protect my children instead took the mother that my children love and publicly crucified her, burning me at the stake and standing by while my children watched, adding their own commentary. It was disgusting and gruesome.
Comments like this one did not sit well with the judge.
It's a little tone deaf, considering the circumstances that you're in, to not recognize the harm that's been done to others and the harm that was at your own hands.
Victim after victim gave statements, describing times Lierd put them in harm's way during covert missions to save missing girls.
It drove us right into a gang fight, and there was a guy holding a machete, and I told her to turn around, and she was like, "Oh, Kim, you're just overreacting."
Or the time she conned them out of money.
And I know that I'm never going to see a penny of the $11,000 that she scammed me out of, but I don't want her to be able to do this to somebody else.
And maybe the worst, when she abandoned refugees in Afghanistan, refugees who were later killed by the Taliban.
While I deeply care for all the individuals involved, we couldn't save them all.
Victims say they are haunted with the knowledge that by working for Lierd, they were involved in the trafficking and deaths of people in need, but are glad that today, for now, she won't be hurting anyone else.
I'm so grateful she's at least in prison, and they sent her there right away, so we're not at risk. We were all very nervous about that.
Reporting from Provo, Kate Garner, ABC4 News.
Again, Lierd will serve at least 3 years in prison, but could stay longer, depending on what the Board of Pardons and Parole ultimately decides.